Hello, hi, good morning, and welcome back to the third edition of the the Geometry Dash News Roundup. We have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about today. We have Demon News, Community News, and above all else, 2.2 News, which there's a lot of that, and it'll be later in this video, so I hope you will stay tuned. So anyways, let's just get right into it. There's so much to cover. So the top story of the week, or the month, or however often I do this, is that Sonic Wave Infinity has been verified by Zanny and uploaded to AP Team's official's Geometry Dash account. It was very quickly rated by RobTop, but then unrated because of an addition of a crash trigger at 69% if you go the wrong way in the cube maze. Zanny had added this, intending to remove it later, just like as a joke, but then he forgot. So that happened. There's some controversy, but it was sorted out rather quickly, so there you go. Apparently he also nerfed it a little bit before he managed to verify it, so people are questioning whether it'll actually be top 1 once Pointer Crate actually adds it to the demon list, but we don't know yet, so we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, this is just a very legendary level, and if you want to see the full history of Sonic Wave remakes, I actually have a video about that, so just check out that little card that editing me is popping up on the top right now. But that isn't the only demon around. In other demon news, Trick has achieved 69% on Firework, which is an enormous accomplishment. I really think he's getting close to beating this extraordinary level. He's making really great progress, and 69% actually means that he's passed the record of the previous verifier, Karumi, who was known for being really consistent at the level. So I think we're gonna get this level out pretty quick, so let's just wait and see once again. Something else really exciting that's happening is that the second preview of Riot's newest creation project has been uploaded, and he's named it Acheron, I think it's pronounced. It's named after a mythological river in the underworld of Greek mythology. This makes it seem like it'll be a Tartarus sequel, but we don't really know for sure yet. Either way, it's really exciting. He also said that it's only a month away, which, oh my goodness, that's just wow. Another really cool thing that happened is that Elder Moderator Pause has been fixing a bunch of old impossible levels, and RobTop has been updating them accordingly. This includes the original version of a Red World, which is just a very famous level. So this means that Red World is now rated again after a very long time, and you can play it and beat it, which is awesome. And finally, for other demon news, Woodkid has a new verifier named, and please forgive me if I butcher this pronunciation, Yoakemix? I'm sorry, I don't know, it's Spanish. He nerfed the level a very considerable amount, and he started playing it, and he just very quickly made really good progress. And he sought out permission from Jakers, who is the host of Woodkid, for his version to be the official version, and Jakers accepted, and so this person, I cannot pronounce the name, I'm so sorry, is now the official verifier of the actual playable version of Woodkid, which is so cool. Hopefully that means we'll actually have the real version of this demon out and we can play it. And now in other news, there's a bunch of other stuff that is happening. So first of all, Ryder, Balloons, Heda, and Kale have been promoted to Elder Moderator, so congratulations to them. And of course, we can't have a GD news without talking about the Steam Geometry Dash records for how many people are playing at once. It has been broken again multiple times, and RobTop's servers have been on fire. Well, actually he's managed to fix them so they're not doing it as often, but still, he might want to upgrade them before 2.2, we'll just have to see. Something else is that the applications for the Team Geostorm have been updated again, so if you want to apply, now's your chance. Something else to do with Vibrant, he released on Twitter a survey asking the community whether or not layout levels such as Bliss should be rated. So these aren't just any layouts, they're specifically layouts that have like colors and effects and other things to make them look nice, not just your typical block layouts with a blue background. Something that should be noted here is that this is not an official survey, which meant that the results do not actually determine what's going to happen, it was really just for research purposes. However, if you are wondering about the results of the survey, it was pretty overwhelmingly positive, with only a small percent of people saying that these kinds of levels should not have a chance of being rated. So that's pretty interesting, there you go. And also, finally, after a very long time, RobTop has been verified on Discord. I mean, Twitter. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Good job to him. Also, oh, there's Blur, okay. Version 6.2.1 of MegaHack V6 Pro by Absolute is out. It includes a bunch of cool stuff, so there you go. Go update it, or it should update automatically, but whatever, that's so cool. And next up, this one's actually pretty interesting. The 70 million mark for level IDs has been reached and exceeded, which is, whoa, that is really awesome. The problem is that the 70 millionth level had only a couple objects in it, and levels with like less than 10 objects are occasionally automatically removed by the Geometry Dash servers, and so this level was lost. So Viprin released a sort of raffle, which meant that anybody could submit their own level and have a chance at getting the 70 million ID. So everybody could submit this. There's like 24 hours, and then it happened. So the level that was randomly chosen was by Mr. Waffles. It was Undertale boss fight, which I think is really funny. Speaking of really big numbers, the Geometry Dash official Discord server has reached 100,000 members, which is a lot. And now, what you've all been waiting for. 2.2 news. Anyways, so a lot of stuff has happened, so let's just get right into it. First of all, here are some new blocks coming in 2.2, some just cool blocks and decoration. RobTop said with this that you can do a lot with color combinations with these kind of blocks, which I think is really cool. I'm not sure what he means, but I guess we'll find out, and that's really exciting. I love this kind of stuff. Speaking of new decoration, here's some more. This is another picture he released. This is just some kind of testing stuff. I think it looks really cool. And also, even more. There you go. Woo! It's really cool. This is awesome. RobTop also released a very short video on Discord of, on these kinds of like testing and FX and color combinations. Wait, and it looks really cool. So here you go. I'm showing it on screen now. Woo! It's awesome. I can't wait. He also showed us a picture of a preview of the auto build UI. If you don't know, auto build is a new feature in 2.2, which will allow you to create templates for block decoration and have that template be like automatically applied to different blocks to decorate them rather quickly, which I think is really cool. And hopefully it'll make levels be able to be created a lot faster without really sacrificing the quality of them. Also, somebody on Discord asked RobTop what his favorite 2.2 features are, and RobTop said that the camera controls, including the zoom trigger, are going to be really, really fun. He also said in reference to platformer mode that it can grow into an entire, pretty much a game inside of a game, if people like it enough, just because of the potential of it. He said that, like, its current state and the release of 2.2 is going to be pretty simple, but he can really add so much to it if people like it. Also, because of what happened with Sonic Wave Infinity, he said that he is going to patch crash triggers so that kind of stuff doesn't happen again. And now's the part of the video where you say hello to Pumpkin. Also, Mrs. Marshmallow. I love them both, and you should too. Also subscribe, please! Okay, he also said that the smooth fix option is still going to be in 2.2, but how it works is changed. However, force smooth fix will be removed, I think because it causes some kinds of issues sometimes, so there you go. Also, he reiterates that FPS bypass will not be available on mobile because he just can't get it working. So also, somebody asked, like, what's stopping him from just releasing 2.2 right now as is, and he gave an example of a boat. So, like, what if you had a boat with some of the floor missing? If you just put it in the water as is, it would sink, it would be bad, it just wouldn't work. He can't do that. He has to fix the floorboards, and basically that just means polishing the features that are already in the game, as well as a whole bunch of bug fixes. However, the amount of time that will take is still unknown. But I don't know if I reported on this already, but he did say that he needs to get out 2.2 this year because it's getting ridiculous. That's not necessarily confirmation, but hopefully it means something. He also talked about a couple other 2.2 features, for example an attempt trigger, which will count how many attempts you have done in the current sitting, and the creator will be able to do stuff with it. He also talked about the shops in 2.2 a bit, saying that there will be big orb spends, which is really exciting. I really like shops and icons and stuff you can buy in the shops and icons. But somebody said that a lot of players have saved up a whole bunch of orbs, so wouldn't the shops just sell it really quickly? And RobTop said, yes, if you can find the shops, which it basically says that some of the shops will be very, very difficult to find, which is really exciting because I really like that kind of stuff. The only problem though is that even if the shops are really hard to find and like all the secrets in 2.2, the whole community is going to be collaborating, so once a few people find it, everybody will. He also talked about 2.2 physics a bit, because people were worried that things would just be wonky because he's changing some stuff around. But he basically said that high refresh rates, like 144Hz, 240Hz, etc., will still have the same benefits that they do, but the physics will be consistent now. So if you're pushed 100 pixels as the ball in 144Hz or 240Hz, it'll still be 100 pixels pushed in 60Hz, which basically means that everything should be consistent, but higher refresh rates will still be pretty cool. Also, platform mode again. People were asking about like the rate system in platform mode, and RobTop just said that everything will basically be the same with platform mode. It'll be pretty consistent with regular mode, meaning like there'll still be orbs, there'll still be coins, there'll still be stars and difficulties, and like the whole systems won't really be changed just for platform mode, which is cool, I guess. Oh, he also said that apparently you can mark any object as disabled, which I think just which just means that it won't like be a physical object anymore, it'll just be decoration, which means it won't have a collision hitbox anymore. And if an object is marked as disabled, then you can rotate it freely. And lastly for 2.2 news, the performance is apparently going to be a lot better. So he basically showed like a few different levels, and he compared the loading times and like how like the number of frames he was getting, and everything is just so much better in 2.2, so we can really look forward to that. Alright, and now we are going on to the final segment of Geometry Dash News, and that is Rob Watch, where we talk about funny things that RobTop gets up to. So, somebody was asking him about his favorite songs. He said it changes all the time. I completely understand that. I do not have any favorite songs, except for Oh My Wumu and Caramel Dancin', but what can you do? He was also asked why he rates demons less frequently than any other levels, and he basically just said he wants to give every individual demon like all its attention it deserves, so he doesn't like flood the feature tab with too many demons. Also, he's gonna stream more once 2.2 comes out afterwards, because like he's just busy making 2.2 right now, which makes sense. But afterwards we'll have more streams from Mr. Top himself. He said he might add the option to reply to comments in 2.3 or 2.4. It's pretty fun. Speaking of comments, go down in the comments and tell me what you want to see in future updates at Geometry Dash. RobTop's lactose intolerant. That's a pretty big news story. He also says that he doesn't have to verify his own levels, which makes sense. He made the game. Why would he have to verify his own levels? He also talked about the possibility of an in-game level request system, so like you could have people request levels that you should play, and then you can play them. I think this would mostly be useful for streamers like myself, although I personally like using my Google form and the program that I made, so I wouldn't switch over, but it's still pretty interesting. Oh, also, here's something that's really cool. Here is an animation that RobTop made a while ago. He says that his animation days are kind of over now, but it's still really cool, so yeah, that's awesome. Although we can't love RobTop anymore because he puts his milk before his cereal. So get your pitchforks, we're going after him. He says that there'll be another icon contest for 2.3. In general, he still has a ton of ideas for Geometry Dash, so I don't think we're gonna see the game die anytime soon. He was also talking about his making of official levels, and that it's getting harder and harder for him to make official levels because other creators are just making such incredible things, it raises the pressure for him. But also he says that official levels, the purpose of them are really just to show off new stuff, so he doesn't have to make them the most amazing things in the world. However, I disagree. I think that RobTop's levels are absolutely amazing. Also, he has many more ideas for adventure mode, if people like it. I'm not sure if he means the map or platformer mode. I guess we'll see. Also, somebody asked RobTop if he cares about people using creator hacks while making levels, and he basically just said he doesn't care if it helps people improve the levels. There you go. And here's a fun meme he made. Memes are cool. Apparently, RobTop also has a really fun idea for a 3D RPG, but he just doesn't have the time to make it. That would be fun. Also, he has a YouTube 1 million subscriber plaque, but somehow not the 100,000 subscriber plaque. Okay. And finally, the last piece of news. RobTop said that if being rich means that kids twice a day ask you if you're a furry, then RobTop is indeed rich. And here's editing Irma adding in 2 more things really quick. Here are 2 old game concepts RobTop had. And lastly, here is a recording from apparently 15 years ago of RobTop playing guitar. And with that, that is it for Geometry Dash news. Make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, subscribe, follow my everything in the description. I have so much stuff. Follow me. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a day like no other. I hope you find, I don't know. I was gonna try and make that into something funny, but I don't know. Have a great day. I love you. Goodbye.